It's time to rise, yo. From the factory floors to the scenes we sow, Aaron Wall's in the game, you already know. From factory floors to fields of green, Aaron Walls chased down his dream. With mower blades and hands held high, he carved his path beneath the sky. Grinding in the dirt, sweat on his brow, turning barren patches into beauty now. Making creeds out of echoes, tunes from the ground. In every blade of grass, his passion is found. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. He speaks of trials, lessons learned, of businesses built and bridges burned. From lighting lawns to festive flair, his voice inspires, his mission's clear. Creating gardens where dreams can sprout. With every cut he makes, he eases doubt, turning visions to reality, making them right. With grit and determination, he climbs the height. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. So tune in early, start your day with tales that guide and light the way. No matter where your journey starts, Landscaper Roots will touch your heart. Building up the dream, laying every stone. With every cracked pot and leaf overgrown. In every yard, new worlds unfolding. Morning light, stories told. From the first light of dawn till the sky turns red, Aaron works his magic, passion widespread. He's got the tools, the crew, the drive, creating landscapes where love can thrive. Teaching us the value of labor's embrace. Nature's design is our saving grace. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. Landscaper roots, yeah, where dreams take flight. In every yard we find the light. With Aaron Walls, the path is true. Digging deep, we grow anew. So come along for the ride, let's cultivate. Together we'll flourish, it's never too late.
Here we go. Completely forgot I was on the air, daydreaming, drinking coffee, burning my tongue off. Pappy, lay down, buddy. Lay down. Hopefully you're having a good morning. That's what we're shooting for here as well. We got a little bit of grass mowing. Got a couple of new ones yesterday. Got them knocked out. Took longer because I haven't been the one maintaining them. So it should not take that long to do them ever again. But I got a question. I got a question for the Peanut Gallery. If they say you really don't have to weed eat here, anything that needs weed eated, you can spray Roundup. That way you can just mow around everything. Just spray it to where it's going to die close enough to your lawnmower. Y'all spray it? Would you? Would it make your life easier if that's what you did? What would that do to your future? I don't know. I don't have an answer to this. I'm just asking you guys. You guys are smarter than me. Aaron Walls with Landscaper Roots. Your industry, your station on Turf's Up Radio. If you want to contact the show, you can click on the open messages board on the app that you're listening to us on, or you can just text or email the show. I'm sure most of you have the number by now. If you don't, then ask for it on the app, and we will get you in touch with whoever you want to get in touch with. You can leave reviews and all that, which is great. We love reviews. It helps people know that we are real or fake. In my case, I would like to assume that you think we are real, but if not, that's okay. Once again, no courses sold, no ads ran. There is station supporters, and they help get it out there as far as operating. But there's no income. Well, there's just volunteers. What we do. Corey would spray around the perimeter. You know what? Did it yesterday. She didn't charge me to spray around the perimeter. I just felt like it was going to make my day easier. It confused me at first. I was like, so you don't want me to weed eat? She said, I don't care if you do or not, but if you want, you can spray Roundup and kill everything to where you don't have to weed eat. You can just slide in, mow, and blow. I would assume as long as you keep your spray nozzle close to the ground, it's not really going to kill a whole lot. You know, I've been spraying this shit for years. We're going to see what it looks like. So I went ahead and did it. If that's the case, we will continue. And it's not something that I advertise or will advertise, but I guess if they're going to offer it, I'll do it. Way out in the country, this lady has 16 acres. I think I'm mowing quarter acre. That's it. Little bitty spot. She's got cows, horses, everything. It's wild jungle out here. She said she used to have 400 acres, and she got older and said, I don't want all that, but kept a little bit on the front side. It's very pretty out there. It is. It's a great view, overlooks a lake and the forest. And then as it gets up closer to the valley, that's where she kept, and it's kind of like she looks down on a valley with a lake and cows and horses and all that. And then there's some fence line. I sprayed the fence line so it doesn't attack the entrances and all that. Yeah, you get the picture. And then there's no real landscaping areas, nothing. It's just around the house. You know, it should take me about 10 minutes to get in and out, mow the grass, and blow off the sidewalks and in the driveway. They use it for an Airbnb. They use one little room downstairs, and just a simple project. It was a good one. Then I had another one way out, and I don't know. It's by itself. They said the same thing. So I don't know if I got lucky, or is this the type of customer I want? Corey, if you've had these, do they stick around? Are these the customers that stick around? Or are they the kind that disappear when they start seeing this? Or are they just looking for somebody consistent? I don't know. I haven't had anybody say, you can spray Roundup around everything. I think I did it when I first opened up, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to weed eat. You know what I mean? I'm an idiot. I'm good. I know that's going to make me more efficient. But since you told me that I can be more efficient, I'm going to go ahead and be the guy that weed eats anyway. Doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Depends on what you want other people seeing too, right? Because I guess it's going to look brown. It is all around the perimeter, which I'm fine with. I'm cool with it. Not like they're going to have a whole lot of people driving by anyway, way out there. Of course, I'd probably do it in town too. What's my guy saying? They are the best. There's no frills. They let you enjoy more. Okay. I could see where it'd have a cleaner look once that brown goes away, and I could trim that off. And it'll look like a nice perimeter, won't it? Like it's outlined almost. I'm kind of interested in this. See the future. I don't know about you guys, but I love the future. So, let's see here. Got another one coming in. Got it. Bam. Okay. All right. So let's check out some baseball. Check out some baseball because we do like to gamble on this channel or radio station. We do encourage gambling. So yesterday, Guardians took down the Mets. Yankees and Rangers. Wow, Rangers beat the Yankees again. It's no surprise that the Mariners beat the White Sox because my White Sox are the most terrible team out there. The Astros took down the Marlins. They were banging on the drum again. The Twins beat the Tigers. Nice. Twins are a good ball club. Giants beat the Pirates. No surprise. Orioles lost to the Phillies. The Phillies suck. I don't see how they won. No, I'm just kidding. The A's beat the Nationals 16-7. Wow, that was a football score. Royals lost to the Red Sox. Brewers beat the Braves. The Reds beat the Cubs. I watched that one. That one was on TV. That was a good one. Let's see. The 7th inning, the Reds really poured it on. I think they had a 4-run inning. It was 1-1, and then they just walked away with it. Blue Jays took down the Rockies. The Rockies are terrible. They are actually worse than the White Sox. The White Sox are... they're on a downhill slide. I think they've been steadily bad for 25 years. The Rays and Angels. The Rays beat the Angels. Padres beat the Diamondbacks. And we'll finish it with the Dodgers slamming the Cardinals. Let's see what we got open for today. In this series, the Cardinals are going to come back and play the Dodgers at 3. It must be in St. Louis. No, it's not. LA is having an early game. Nice. The Astros are taking on the Marlins. The A's are taking on the Nationals. The Royals are taking on the Red Sox. Brewers are going to Atlanta. Padres are traveling to Arizona, the desert. And then what do we have for golf? That one's in Tennessee. $20 million purse. Come on, son. I want to play some golf. All right. Nice. Those would be some good ones to gamble on if you're interested in some new gambling tactics. Please let us know how it's going. Please be safe with your gambling. Don't ruin your life with it, but if you have some enjoyment with sports, I have found that this is quite entertaining. Safe bets. $2 and $3 bets is where I'm at. You know, sometimes it's $50, $60, $70 a day. Sometimes it's $1 a day. Depends on what I feel like. I don't need to bet, but I do like to bet. There's a difference. There's a huge, huge difference. Also, stay tuned. We do have some more shows coming on. And this guy's been back. So check him out.
Turfs Up Radio, grab your drink, grease your ears, let's not overthink. Dan Platt is coming in, dropping truth bombs. In the world of bookkeeping, he's the one who calms. This ain't about nice dreams or sugar-coated lies. He's slamming sense straight, no compromise. Meltdowns in plumbing, roofers in distress. Dan's got the stories, he's the best in the mess. Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, where Turfs Up brings the heat, we're feeling the power. Dan Platt on deck, it's grit with cheer. Pour out your drink, let's loosen up here. In a world full of chaos, we grind and we hustle. Dan slays confusion, flexes his muscle. Bad bookkeeping blues don't stand a chance. You'll laugh till you cry, it's a wild romance. He knows the struggle, he's walked the rough streets, trading tall tales while sharing those beats. Home service warriors unite for the fight. In the trenches we battle, we'll shine through the night. Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, Yeah, it's a game, but Dan's here to teach us. Life's not the same with punchlines packed tighter than a toolbox. He'll teach you the tricks while you knock back those shots. Collar business with a badass twist. This ain't flashy fluff that you'll just dismiss. Real talk, real sweat. The playbook unfolds with humor and grit. The truth he holds for every mishap in plumbing and roofing jobs. Dan's got the hacks to dodge apprehensive sobs. So roll up your sleeves, sharpen that pen. Crafted for trades, we'll do it again. Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, where Turf's Up brings the heat. We're feeling the power.
Oh, crap. Daydreaming. That's my cue to speak. Sorry. I was daydreaming hard. Hard. Anyway. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining the show. Thanks for gambling with me. Thanks for gambling in your business. Thanks for gambling at home. Thanks for gambling on not taking the trash out and getting your ass kicked by your wife. Thanks for not watching the kids. And thanks for... I'm just kidding. All those are just a little bit of comedic performances by yours truly. So welcome back, guys. I'm glad you're here. Whether you're trimming the lawns already, fixing an irrigation head, sitting in the truck between jobs, or if you're listening to the podcast version of this and you're out grilling some hot dogs, thanks for hanging out. So I was doing that lawn, and I was just wondering, is it better to go the extra mile and to have the customer notice it, or should we be doing that anyway? And if they don't notice that we did something extra, should we contact them and let them know after we've done it and we know they should have noticed by now? Do you let them know, like, hey, you should have noticed I've done extra, so I'm telling you that I done extra and I like credit? Do you guys do that? That is huge, right? I don't know. Maybe. I guess let's get a little bit honest, maybe. What do we do? Is that an ego booster? Let's find out. We all do extra stuff from time to time. Maybe we edge something we hadn't edged. The air conditioners on a concrete block, or they just installed one and now it's adding more time because it's a huge concrete pad. You're like, dude, be normal. Just put it on a small piece of block. You didn't have to put a basketball court for your air conditioner. Now I got to edge around this. Do you edge around it? Spray around it? You go extra? What if you started edging around it and then they don't notice? You call them like, hey, I edged around this. What's the matter with you? Freaking notice me. I want you to freaking notice me. Maybe you trim the neighbor's weeds. Maybe your two houses look amazing, but the neighbor in between, he doesn't trim around the stop sign. It looks like a jungle. And it makes your two houses have an eyesore. Do you trim around it? Do you let your customers know, hey, just want to let you know, I went ahead and trimmed around that stop sign. I know it's an eyesore, but I went ahead and took care of it for you. I'll probably start taking care of it every week because we all know that they're never going to do it. Do you do that? Or do you think they notice and they let you know? Are you hoping for a tip? Or are you just bored? Wait, like, why are we doing these things? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you pull the trash cans back. What does this cause? Let's say you're going to Weed Eat and your customer has 48 trash cans on the side of his house. You haven't weed eated behind them all year. Let's say this week you pull the trash cans out away from the house, weed eat around them, then push them back. Do you let them know, or should you have been doing it the whole time? You know, I get it if there's one trash can, but what if they got 9? And it's the whole length of the wall. What do you do? What have you been doing? What can you do? What should you do? Do you bid in it? Is there raccoons in it? Let me know. Do you let people know that some of the extra things should you let them know? Let's say, here's another one. Let's say you've been mowing this house for years. It's obvious that the lawn is what it is. There's vehicles parked in the lawn. There's tractors. There's all kinds of things parked in the lawn. There's fence rows. There's chain link fence. You've been weed eating around them for years. It's obvious they don't give one big pile of doo-doo about the way it looks. They just need the grass cut so they can get in and out of their house and make sure lions don't crawl out of it and eat them. Do you go ahead and start spraying Roundup around the things that need it because you know the jungle's going to take it and they're probably going to lose an investment in a tractor or truck or something that probably runs? Or grass and limbs. I don't know what you're looking at, Pappy, but you're freaking me out. Pappy, it's probably a fly. Relax. Lay down. Jeez. This guy's on high alert. So, do you go ahead and take it upon yourself to do something like spray around fence lines to where you can see that it's overtaking things? What about poison ivy? You can see that it's going up the house. What about landscaping stones that were probably laid in the yard and stacked in the yard at some sort of fashion where they had some sort of idea where they were going to do their own landscaping? But it's an eyesore and you've been weed eating around it for years. And now you're like, you know what? I'm going to move them out of the way for them. It's an eyesore. It's in the way. They walk around it every day. I'm just going to stack them somewhere else to where it's not quite so in the way. So, what is the extra mile? Let's define that. It's the stuff that's not expected, right? It's not in the contract. And not even something they'd necessarily miss if you didn't do it. But when you do it, it stands out. What do you do? I know you all do it. I know you guys have integrity, so you guys are doing it anyway. But why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? Are we doing it for credit? Are we doing it because we have integrity? Are we doing it because we want more money? Are we doing it because we want Miss Sally telling Miss Pam across the street that we did it? So we get all 3 of them? Why? What is our motive? Do we have good motives? Are our intentions good? So it could be blowing off the neighbor's driveway just because you had the blower out. Look, yes, all right, let me paint this. Riddle me this, Batman. What would you do? Riddle me this, okay? So, all right, follow me. Follow me. Don't leave me now because I need you guys, all right? I've been mowing already, so the tires are caked with grass that's already cut, and the tread is filled with stuff. So if you take off flying down the street, what's it do? It slings all that shit in the street. So you have to go at a speed that's not going to fling all that off and up into the air everywhere, right? Well, you could just creep. I pull up to my house, I unload the mower, pull up, pull down. I notice that my tires are caked. So I creep through the streets so I don't unload all that because I got to go down 4 houses and behind them because it's the only entrance to get behind the house. It's hard to paint a picture for this, but anyway, the city owns it. So I have to take a sign down that says, no one permitted, city allowed only, but the only way to get back there to mow the residents is to go through the cities. So I just take the sign down. Well, I seen a city official coming through on a lawnmower. His tires looked just like mine. Caked. His lawnmower caked with mud. So I didn't leave a mess, but when I came back from doing the backyard, Batman, check this out. Riddle me this. It looks like he was in a hurry, so he takes off flying. Guess what happens? All that mess inside his tires was caked and throws all this stuff throughout the road. Now, he's gone. My truck's parked there. He did it, but I didn't. Now who has to clean it up? Do I go the extra mile and clean that mess up because it's going to look like me? I don't have time to clean off half a block, do I? What would you do? Can't really take pictures because he's already gone. So I'll leave you to the imagination on what I did. It rhymes with, I didn't blow it off. That's what it rhymes with. What about picking up toys in the yard so you don't damage your mower? Instead of just chucking them aside. What about sending them to the moon? What about dog toys in the backyard? Let's say you've been mowing this yard for years. They don't give a shit about what their yard looks like. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. What if you show up here and you just get tired of picking up dog toys and you just start sending them flying. Pow, 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 pow. Straight to the moon, right? Do you do that? Have you done it? Have you got, would you do it at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day? Would you pick it up at the beginning of the day or would you stop if it was at the end and just mow over him like it was grass? Do you spray crackweeds? Do you do it extra? Is this an extra service you offer? Do you do it anyway, just so it doesn't make you look bad if you don't have a license? We're here on Turf's Up Radio, we do not encourage or suggest that you spray anything outside of anything, out of any type of anything. That even includes peeing in the grass if you don't have a license to do so. The little things don't take much time, but do they? What's it compared to? What is too much time? I can tell you that 5 minutes on each lawn, and let's say you're doing 10 lawns a day, that's 25 minutes a day. You get the picture. It builds up. Do you have time to do extra? If you do, are you charging enough? There's a lot that goes on with this extra thing. Are you being extra? Are you thinking extra? Are you making everybody think you think extra? Are you making everybody think that you know that they think that you're thinking what you're thinking? Is it better that they notice on their own, or should you tell them you went above and beyond? That's the question. Do you tell them? I don't know. It's really up to you. What say you? What say me? Don't know. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you guys are involved with this. Hang out.
Lawn and Landscape Pros, are you ready to run your business instead of it running you? Then it's time to join the Profit Circle. Led by Wayne the Prophet Voles, this business coaching group helps you grow and profit by mastering the real stuff: selling, marketing, advertising, cost calculation, bidding, contracts, customer and employee relationships, scaling your business, and more. If you're ready to become more profitable and more successful, joining is easy. Just head to profitsrs.com, that's profitsareus.com, and click the Join the Profit Circle button right on the homepage. Because remember, profit is not a dirty word.
It ain't. It's really not a dirty word. We should be striving for this. Anyway, I think I need to get in touch with these guys. So listen in, because I might need some sort of quiet generator, right? Here we go.
If you haven't heard of Toa Tools yet, it's time to plug in. They're the pros when it comes to charging infrastructure and power management. Their PDM power distribution system automatically cycles charges for any brand of commercial batteries. No more one brand headaches. Stack as many outlets as you need, save space with their sleek design, and stay mobile with BPS battery power stations. Perfect for zero-emission landscaping crews, HOAs, even camping trips or a day of fishing. More charging, less hauling, more time making money. Toa Tools, designed for pros, by pros. Check them out at toatools.com or drop a line to info@toatools.com. Toa Tools, it's time to plug in.
That's right. That one ends quick. It kind of sneaks up on you. It's like, bah, I'm done. Get out of my face. Here we go. We got one more coming up. Stay tuned. I'm pretty sure Eric and Darren are going to this. They will be. I think it's weird they share a room, but that's what these guys do. That's okay. You would think they would want to, but they're pretty close. They always request bunk beds. It's funny to see them request bunk beds at the hotel.
All right, pros. You know we love talking tech here on Turfs Up Radio, and if you're still managing your landscaping business with sticky notes and a handshake, it's time for an upgrade. The Lawn and Landscape Technology Conference is headed to Las Vegas, July 23rd through the 25th at Caesars Palace. This isn't your typical trade show. It's 2.5 days of pure tech power. AI, automation, software, digital tools, all the stuff that helps you work smarter, not harder. You'll get tips on plugging profit leaks, streamlining jobs, tracking performance, and even turning tech into cash flow. This is where the pros go to level up. Tickets, super affordable. Expo only is just $159, or do the full ride, Conference plus Expo for $349. And hey, it's Vegas. You'll walk away with better business skills and maybe a lucky streak too. Register now at lawnandlandscape.com. That's lawnandlandscape.com, powered by GIE Media and Aspire Software, and always a must-go-to show for the team at Turfs Up Radio.
Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Wow. Anyway, I saw something on Facebook. I don't know if this is true or not. You never. Let's start there. But it said 190 people a day die of an overdose. Wild, ain't it? And yeah, Step Brothers, buddy. Hopefully, Daniel has some information on a test and hypothesis and outcome. What is it? What was them 3 or 4 things you did in science? What was it? Hypothesis and mean, median, and mode, and then pronouns. Whatever it is, you got to figure it out with pineapples. He's our guy. He's our pineapple guy. Stay tuned for that. That is a cliffhanger for Big D. We put him on research. He grabbed a microphone, went to the field, went to all his local gardens, farmers markets, and did a lot of information gathering for pineapples. So stay tuned for episode 2 of Pineappling. And what's weird is I think pineapple has another meaning. Super weird. Super duper weird. Anyway, back to the show. Forgot what I was talking about. Drinking coffee. Hanging out on a microphone. Talking about lawn care. Almost dying yesterday. Listening to Wu-Tang Clan. All right, so after a while, I kind of got in robot mode. I'm like, you know what? There's only one way to get There's only one way to get through the lawn the rest of the day when you need a final push, and that's Wu-Tang Clan. And Wu-Tang Clan will never die. And I walked away with that. And it got me through the day. So if you're struggling and gambling just isn't working anymore, try Wu-Tang Clan. They are a real band, and I heard they are back on tour. Old Dirty B. Here's the beauty in letting work speak for itself. Customers feel like they discovered something. They might think, wow, this person cares. So we've been talking about going the extra mile. Should we go the extra mile? And if we do go the extra mile, do we tell them that we went to the extra mile, or do we wait for them to see the extra mile? That was hard to get out. It builds trust, right? They trust that you're just going to take care of it. Like, I've seen people at a location that I mow, and they didn't speak very good English. So they were trimming trees, a bunch of them, and they stopped me. They're like, hey, what's going on, sir? Just want to let you know we be working in the back, that type of thing. And I said, well, I don't live here. I just mow the grass here and there, and I'm right there. And they go, do you know the owners? We knock on door, nobody answer. I said, I can call them, but where's the logos on your truck, brother? He said, we had no logos. And so I called the owner. I'm like, hey, just to let you know, there's a crew here. They have 0 logos on their truck, and they are working in your yard, just to let you know. And they're trying to knock on your door and let you know, but I'm here. Should I have done that? I don't know. I feel like they were as polite as can be, but I also feel like people need to know that if you're going to trim for power lines, then maybe put some logos on your truck so people don't feel so freaking freaked out. Don't be freaking us out. There is quite the political scene right now on their race. So, I mean, I would be logoed out. So if they ain't supposed to be here, I could see why they pulled logos off, but I don't know. Anyway, that's how that went. So what now? I don't know. You paid your own money, you paid your own body, and then you spent back-breaking, taxing hours on the most important piece of equipment that you own. That's yourself. You cannot get back body time. You can't. Once you break it down, it's broke down, right? There's only so many years in the human body that's able to do physical labor. Now, going the extra mile, what's it really costing you in the end? You know what? Integrity is great, but so is coming home to mama. So is being able to hold the grandkids. If your bones creak each time you get down and get back up again, don't drink a whiskey drink or a vodka drink, okay? You need to pay attention to what your body's telling you, right? So what's this extra causing you or costing you? So blowing off the leaves out of their flower beds, and they're none the wiser. That stings, right? So what now? What do we do? There's a way to do this without sounding cocky. You don't have to say, look what I did for you. You can frame it as a service. Examples. Hey, whilst I was there, I noticed the trash can was halfway in the street, so I moved it back. Now, if you got 5 on that street, what have you caused? What have you caused to your life? Yes, you will get TikTok views. You will. You will get a bunch of TikTok views if people see you doing this. But what's it costing you? Do you walk around it? I've walked around them and I've pulled them back. But do they expect it every time? And now you're like, fuck, now I need to bid this in here. I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for this. Will you let your crews do it? Are your crews allowed to do it? I don't have a crew. I can't speak on crew work. I can ask those that do. Do you want them doing it? I would assume if you have a crew, that means the ride is the route is probably a lot tighter than what I've got, and mine's pretty tight. Do you want them on the route getting the route done? Or do you care as long as they get their route done in the time they're supposed to get it done? That means they're working faster, and are they skipping shit? Because they're getting trash cans. You know, they're adding things that don't need to be added. You know, you wouldn't have missed Miss Sally's flower bed on edging around it if you weren't out getting trash cans and bringing in the fucking clothesline. Where do we draw the line? What do we really need credit for? TikTok? Are we going for TikTok credit? I don't know. Like, when I got tested with me, I do a lot of fucking off, but when I'm by myself, I'm by myself. So there's not a whole lot of time to have extra, I guess. I mean, I'll do it when I can, but when it comes to trash cans, I don't have time for that. When it comes to, hey, you, I don't have time for that. I got asked to move a damn mattress last week, and it was hot. It was so hot. And they just came out and they kept talking and talking and talking. But they were 148 years old, and then they didn't know how to use a strap. And then it was just like, oh my gosh, I don't have time for this. I kept a smile on my face and I did it, and I kept integrity. And at the end of it, I was like, oh my gosh, if they don't shut the fuck up, I'm hot. But what did that cause me? I lost time. Yes, great. You know, they thought I was a great person, which is cool. It's what we're going for, right? Yeah. I don't need a pat on the back. It's hot. I need to get going. Not only that, what did that cause my body? My time, my getting home, my efficiency, all that's out the window. Having this entire, But what do you say, Miss 148-year-old lady? I don't have time for you and your shit. You know what I mean? I don't have time for you and your shit. I don't. I mean, honestly, I don't have time for it, but I've got a machine that I need to preserve and use it wisely. Did I wisely use it? I don't know. So we don't want our whole entire week turning into a checklist of, look what I did. It starts to feel needy. You ever met someone that has given you a gift and then constantly reminds you that they gave you a gift? We don't really want to be that guy, so let's avoid that. What's it say about your business? If you don't mention that you do it, I feel like we're seen as dependable, quiet, consistent. But we also might be undervaluing ourselves by doing this. Where's the line? I don't know. Well, now look, Aaron Walls with Landscaper Roots is not any way, shape, or form trying to give advice or speaking as I know more than thou. I don't. This is just an open conversation about what my mind does to me while I'm out here cutting grass. That's all it is. A simple mind cutting grass and soon to be hot dog seller. So don't take this as the gospel, because it's not. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, giving you guys something to think about, something to hang on to. Also, Daniel's episode today is going to talk about pineapples. Are they trying to kill us? This is my buddy, and I'm going to tell him he is not my buddy. I'm just going to do it as a joke and see what he thinks is funny. He may not think it's funny. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned. Stay tuned, and we will try and be smart.
Experience the best of Louisville fine dining at Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse, where glitz, glamour, and world-class cuisine take center stage every night. From nationally acclaimed USDA prime steaks to an exquisite raw bar and award-winning wine list, Jeff Ruby's delivers an unforgettable culinary experience. The rich Art Deco ambiance, live entertainment, and impeccable service make every visit a special occasion. Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse, a must-eat while visiting Louisville for the Equip Expo 2025. Book your reservation today at jeffruby.com/Louisville.
Jeff Ruby's. That's a great place. It's a great place to empty the wallet because not only a great meal, but you can feel accomplished when you can spend $500 on a meal. I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Here's a good one to stay tuned to as well. Here you go.
This is Wayne Vose, the Prophet, and I'm bringing the heat to the Equip Expo 2025.
And I'm Daniel. Stay hydrated, stay caffeinated, and swing by the Turfs Up radio booth. We'll be pumping out live shows like fertilizer through a spreader.
This is Darren, your landscape hero, and I'll be there making noise, taking notes, and calling out the real heroes in this industry. You.
It's Eric, and yeah, we'll be there trying to keep up.
Trying? This is Jennifer, and we're crushing it. Stop by and talk tools, trends, and how to outshine your neighbors.
I'm Aaron. I'll be digging deep with the stories that matter. Legacy, grit, and green industry pride right from the showroom floor.
And I'm Katie Voles, roaming the floor with my mic, asking you funny trivia questions. Get them right, and you might just win some cold, hard cash.
Come find us at the Turfs Up radio booth at Equip Expo 2025.
Live broadcast,
surprise guests,
cash giveaways,
and more fun than a zero-turn drag race.
October 21st through 24th, Kentucky Exposition Center in Louisville.
We'll be broadcasting live all week from the turf to your truck and speakers.
So come say hey and get ready to play.
It's Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station, and your ultimate Equip Expo destination.
Wow. Wow. We sound like superheroes. I'm not going to lie. We do. Let's see here. Yes, Corey, $500. Let's see. Was it last year? I don't know. We ate with one of the guys from Turfs Up Radio, and we got our bill, and it was close to $400. So, and that's let's see, I got a steak. My wife got a steak dinner. I don't drink alcohol, but she had a couple of she likes the Brittany Spritz drink, so she got a couple of them, and we got a dessert. And after all that, it was about, I think it was around $400 or $500. It was just me and Ashley on our ticket at Jeff Ruby's. So it was cool, though. It was a cool experience. That was the first time I'd ever ate there. I was not prepared for that type of ticket. I wasn't, but it's a good thing that I was able to afford it and not starving to death. It's not a place I can afford all the time. I can tell you that. I couldn't eat there every day. But it is a cool experience, so if you get the chance, try it. It's pretty good. Also, if you're listening to the show and you like to gamble, I am in contact with Caesars and Derby City Gaming Center. Derby City. I'm trying to get a group together where we can have a table and play some poker. And, maybe they can get us some help on some rooms. I don't know. That is in talks or in works. Also, I wouldn't want any money. Well, what's that mean? It means if you buy a weed eater and some dude says, use my savings code, he gets a kickback. All right. I just want you guys to be able to get a room cheaper so you can come. That's it. I don't want no money out of it. So if they can get a savings code for you guys, that's what I'm working on. I don't know if I'll get it or not. You know what I mean? Because I don't strong arm a lot of people into buying shit from me like the other guys. There are some other guys that do that, and they do it well, and they're very successful at it. They're making money doing it, and they're benefiting off lawn care guys. I have not found it desirable to be able to do that, so I'm trying to be able to get a code where people can just save some money, because it's not easy. Like, I can drive there and back in the same night. It's not a big deal. Some people don't have that option. So we're going to try and get something going for you guys, and I'll probably get shut down, but whatever. Who cares? I still think I'm kind of cool. Just not cool enough to absorb money that you guys go out there and sweat for. I don't have it in me. Anyway, let's see. Customers might never know how much you truly do. Okay, if you always mention it, you're seen as proactive, communicative, detail-oriented, but you risk sounding like you're trying too hard. Some folks might think, well, it was your job. The truth is, the balance. What and where is the balance? Where does it lie? I don't know. I would say the answer lies in experience. That's the true answer. The magic is the brand power, and I think that's it for today. I really don't want to bore you guys to death, because the real entertainment meets the road here after this show. It'll be Eric and Jennifer. They've been married for a couple of months, so they've been giving a lot of good tips on how to have a great marriage, and they've just been sharing how, or maybe a month. I think they've been married a month now. They've been together a couple of years, maybe, but they're giving great advice on relationships and business as well. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss advice on relationship advice. That's always good advice. And after that, we got a special episode that Daniel's going to bring to the house. Oh, never mind. They got a Brian's 10 at the steakhouse. We're such losers. See? I don't have it in me to do that, guys. I don't have it in me to do that. I really don't. But Daniel's got a special episode talking about pineapples. You're going to get a friendly information highway here on Turf's Up. We're not going to make millions, guys. We just ain't. That's not what we're here for. We are here to hang out and pass along what's been given to us so freely, so we're giving it back to you freely. That's what we got. Anyway, come back tomorrow. Enjoy the show. Or the station. Today's Wednesday. We also got Wayner coming on after Daniel. And then you got Darren. So you should have some entertainment by the time you eat lunch. And then afterwards, if you missed them, you can check them out on podcast form.
It's time to rise, yo. From the factory floors to the scenes we sow, Aaron Wall's in the game, you already know. From factory floors to fields of green, Aaron Walls chased down his dream. With mower blades and hands held high, he carved his path beneath the sky. Grinding in the dirt, sweat on his brow, turning barren patches into beauty now. Making creeds out of echoes, tunes from the ground. In every blade of grass, his passion is found. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio, hear the call. With Aaron Walls, we rise, we sprawl. He speaks of trials, lessons learned, of businesses built and bridges burned. From lighting lawns to festive flair, his voice inspires, his mission's clear. Creating gardens where dreams can sprout. With every cut he makes, he eases doubt, turning visions to reality, making them right. With grit and determination, he climbs the height. Landscaper roots, where stories grow. Through sweat and soil, the passion shows. On Turf's Up Radio. your day, with tales that guide and light the way. No matter where your journey starts, Landscaper Roots will touch your heart. Building up the dream, laying every stone, with every cracked pot and leaf overgrown. In every yard, new worlds unfolding. Morning light, stories told. From the first light of dawn till the sky turns red, Aaron works his magic, passion widespread. He's got the tools, the crew, the drive, creating landscapes where love can thrive, teaching us the value of labor's embrace. Nature's design is our saving grace. Landscaper Roots, where stories grow through sweat and soil. The passion shows on Turf's Up Radio. Hear the call with Aaron Walls. We rise, we sprawl. Landscaper Roots, yeah, where dreams take flight. In every yard we find the light. With Aaron Walls, the path is true. Digging deep, we grow anew. So come along for the ride, let's cultivate. Together we'll flourish, it's never too late.